Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk about Season 6, Episode 1 of Suits. It's one of my favorite shows. It's the first episode of Season 6 was called To Trouble. Nothing special about the title. But just off the bat, did you guys notice, for anyone who watches or used to watch Community, Malcolm Jamal Warner, the guy who played the psychiatrist who made Mike wait 3 hours, was also the guy who played Shirley's husband, Andre, on Community. Yeah, that's just a little Easter egg. Yeah, so they showed Mike getting into prison, and honestly, like, they wanted this dramatic effect and to make the audience feel like, oh my god, Mike's in prison. But I didn't feel like it had the same effect they wanted us to have as an audience member. So I didn't care that he was in prison. I mean, I cared, but they didn't get the response I think they wanted from me. So, and then they show Harvey waiting outside Rachel's home, waiting for her, and he's like, oh, are you sad that Mike's not here? And she's like, yeah, I am sad. And then he's like, yeah, let's just go up and drink wine and talk about it. And then, I don't know, it just felt so... I noticed in this episode, like, mostly in all Suits episodes, you see that the dramatic moments and the monologue parts have a purpose, but in this episode, oh my god, did they just have monologues and tantrums and disputes for no reason? Like, when Harvey's like, Rachel, they call me, I have to go to the office. Okay, I'm coming with you. No, you should stay here. And then out of nowhere, like, he just suggested something, and she's like, you're not gonna tell me Mike's in jail, I have to go through all of this, so I'm gonna go to the office and you can't do anything. Like, they're adding dialogue where there doesn't need to be any dialogue, and I just found that so unnecessary. Moving forward. So there's no one at the firm, all the partners left, and yeah, that's a big revelation. But I kind of saw that coming when in the last season they showed that there was no one in the office. But I guess to the characters, it's a new revelation. What was interesting about this episode was that you see Jessica for the first time. She's kind of powerless. She doesn't have that power, that confidence that she normally always has. And that was really interesting to see her trying to cope up with it. And that's dialogue where she says, I don't have any power. The ship is sunk and we can't do anything. And that I found really refreshing about her character. But then other things about this episode just didn't work for me. Like Lewis, why is he angry again for no reason at all? He's just like, he's like a mustache twirling villain. He goes in for no reason in the conference room and he's like, Jessica, let's make it Pearson lit. Pearson lit. Why don't you want to do this? And then she's like, what? Like, and me as an audience member, I was just so confused. I'm like, didn't we just see in the last season finale that he wanted, like, he was a team player, he wanted Mike to get out of jail, and he wanted everything to be okay again? And then he's also like, Harvey and Lewis, they're fighting again for no reason. Like, they just went all over this entire thing last season talking about the dispute over Harvey and Lewis. And now they're back at it again fighting. I understand that the firm is empty and then there's no one, but doesn't Lewis have a head to, like, know that, oh yeah, you know what, the bigger picture here, we all need to work together. I know it seems like I'm just saying this episode is crap, but honestly it's not. I liked some things about it. I liked how the three of them got high and how three of them were, like, exchanging stories, and especially how Lewis was talking about the first time he took some girl mudding. That was hilarious. Those little parts between the characters and the actors, you can really tell they have this connection that goes prior to their just working for the show. So so let's go to the prison. In the prison, you see Mike meets this new cellmate of his called Frank, I think his name was. And you know, right off the bat, when they show the guy coming in and he's like so nice and he's bald. I don't know why he said he was bald, but he's bald. And he comes in, and you see Mike with the photo up, and the guy's like, oh, what are you doing with the photo? Oh yeah, I was just picking it up. Oh yeah, well, you're not supposed to pick it up. Was it just me, or, like, could you guys see that he wasn't the guy he was appearing to be? I could already tell that there's gonna be a twist at the end. And then at the end, where, like, do you see in the starting of the episode that the psychiatrist guy is like, you know, this isn't a movie. And then you see them talking in the cell and all the scenes that take place in the cell. It seems like a movie. Like the part where they're just about to go to sleep and then Mike's like, wait, let me tell you my story. It started with my grandma. Yeah, It all started with my grandma. Like, that's such a movie cliche. Like, oh yeah, you just told me your story? Let me tell you my entire life story. I don't know. And then, like, he's looking out the cell window, hoping to see Rachel. And then the guy's like, are you thinking about Rachel? Do you want to text her? I don't know. Those things just, like, got to me. But the episode was okay. It wasn't bad, but I expect more from Suits. Now, I watched the promo for next week's episode. It seems like the villain is apparently getting pictures from Rachel, inappropriate pictures, and then he's like, do you want to see those pictures that your wife sent, that your fiance sent me? And Mike's like, oh my god, then he tries to beat him up or something, and then the guy tries to stab Mike. Yeah, and then Harvey's like, oh, I have to save Mike, and then Rachel's like, you better keep Mike safe in prison. Yeah, so I just think it's gonna be a continuation. I really hope they take off with the plot, and I really want to see the firm, like, get its power back and see how the three of the characters slowly get, like, all their clients back. That'll be the really fun part. It's really good to see an underdog story, and I really like that part of this show where they show them winning even when they can't. So yeah, I'm not saying this episode was bad, but I was kind of disappointed coming in from such a strong season finale last season. So guys, just let me know what you thought. Let me know what you guys thought about the video, and thanks for watching.
Yeah.